Welcome to Bastard Quest. I'm your game bastard, Kyle.
I'm Todd.
It's Corey.
I'm Austin.
Today we're going to play G.I. Joe, a lighthearted game from the makers of Donkey Trivia.
What?
Wait, no, I have the wrong card. Sorry.
Oh,
Kyle may be on antihistamines.
right.
I've been drinking this beer and chewing these antihistamines along with this opiate I found. No, I'm a little under the weather. So.
Kel's slowly becoming Barge hog.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hey, man, it's a process, let me tell you.
I'm sniffing meth off a Molly Hatchet CD. So yeah, we're playing G.I. Joe again. If you've listened to the preceding 6 episodes?
I believe so. I think this is
that
episode 7. I was thinking about that today because like we record these well in advance, and I was thinking about if for some reason like another 9/11 were to happen like tomorrow,
Okay.
like we wouldn't know about it. So apologies if we seem insensitive.
Yeah, if a terrorist organization created some sort of device that drives people crazy in the Arctic, we're sorry.
Yeah. But at the same time, we're still going to put this shit out in a month or so
Absolutely.
because America needs to heal.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're playing G.I. Joe today. Todd, who are you playing?
Barge hog.
Corey?
Lizard lips.
Austin?
Heretic.
And the guys all leveled up to level 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Austin, did you get anything cool?
Very cool. Heretic gained a couple of skills, one of them being forage. So in an area of expertise, or terrain of expertise, I can spend 10 minutes of game time and make a survival check to try and gain the benefits of a standard kit. So a med kit, what other kind of kits are there?
There's like technology kits for like communication equipment and stuff.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay. So then basically I have the opportunity to improvise those kind of things. I also, from my Predator class, we changed that to Sniper class.
Why?
Oh, why? Why would you do that?
Yeah. I also gained a sneak attack ability, which basically gives me the same sneak attack powers as Lizard Lips if I do make an attack with a silenced weapon.
Corey?
Yes, I'm level 3, and I can see further in the dark.
All right.
No, and I jacked up my katana blade.
Yeah.
It's more dangerous now. It hurts more.
Oh yeah, you requisitioned some upgrades.
Yeah,
right?
it's deadly now. And I've named my sword. Every
Oh,
good
my
sword needs a
goodness.
name, right?
Ooh.
I named it Chickadee, which is the state bird of Maine. Quite the fair bird watcher.
I wondered what you were looking up.
Especially, I can see birds in the dark.
Todd?
Yeah, well, Barge hog is a level 3 renegade with a tank focus. He can now speak Swedish.
Oh, really?
What?
Well, not really, but he finally figured out how to pronounce Yngve Malmsteen, so he's pretty proud of that.
So basically just speak Swedish.
Yeah, it's the same. He has a perk called Enemy Number 1. He is so feared by Cobra that if there is a targeted attack on either Lizard Lips or Heretic, whoever's targeting them will hit a snag just at the sight of me. If I'm like in the area where they can see me, they basically shit their pants and go, "Oh my God, it's Barge hog."
If they're within 30 feet of you. Yeah. So.
And then he also has interpose, which is he can intercept an attack on an ally and just kind of like absorb what would happen to either Heretic or Lizard Lips.
You can take the bullet meant for Lizard Lips' heart.
He got an extra point in speed, so added that to targeting. Barge hog's targeting is now a D4.
Yeah, we all got a point upgrade to our essence skills. Barge Hogs was to speed, mine was to smarts, and Lizard Lips was to social.
Yeah.
And also, Barge hog is now, by my calculations, under 5 days left on his 30 days off, so we're going to have to wrap this up.
You also got like what? 10 more hit points, I think? 10 more, your health 28?
What? Really?
Health is currently at 7, so I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh, also, Barge hog requisitioned a new shotgun because he lost his last time.
Went out the plane.
Yeah, and he decided to name it, and he's calling it the Cowboy from Hell. After the Pantera album.
Yeah.
And then shortly after we leveled up, we all customized the new loadout. Most of us could requisition new, cooler stuff. You're able to upgrade your weapons starting at level 3, I believe. So we've all got some badass shit now.
We open onto a broad shot, a widescreen shot of Thule Air Force Base. It is this built-up Air Force installation on the coast of Greenland. Multiple runways, hangars, outbuildings, barracks. And it's night. And the camera sweeps in rapidly to a small window on the side of a blockhouse. We go in through that window with bars on it. We see Firefly languishing in a cell. He is in an orange prison jumpsuit. His trademark ski mask is gone, and without his mask on, Firefly looks fairly nondescript. It's late in the evening. He turns as he hears someone opening the door to his cell, and this figure is silhouetted. We don't see who they are. And they say, "You don't have much time." They toss a duffel bag onto the floor of the cell. Inside are a mask, a key, a base access card, and multiple pounds of C4 plastic explosive. The person says, "Make sure you're back in this cell by 0400. Firefly just smiles. We cut to several hours later inside the Joe's garage on Thule Air Force Base, the place where you guys have been shacking up. You're currently getting chewed out by Major Wallace. Major Wallace comes storming out of this room where you guys were in a conference with him, and he turns around and he says, "And another thing I don't like about you, you're all arrogant."
Quick question, sir. I only got about 4 days left before I got to be back on the boat. So we just need to wrap this up as soon as we can, all right?
I'm having Firefly transferred off the base today.
Why?
He's going to a Supermax prison. Standard procedure. In the real military.
But we still haven't gotten any answers from him yet about where Cobra is currently operating.
Well, I guess you better hurry up.
All right, we're going to need 2 moose. Old main trick.
I don't even know what that means.
It's the old moose yank.
Listen, Commander, we destroyed the Cobra base in Skagavik. We stopped them from broadcasting the signal they wanted to broadcast, and now we don't know where they're headed next.
Yada, yada, yada. We did this, we did that.
Permission to ask another question, sir.
Good God, what is it?
I just wanted to know, was you in the Army when Elvis was, and if so, what was he like?
I'm in the Air Force. It is 2022. Do I look 80 years old to you?
Permission to answer honestly?
Did you go to a lead paint factory and just chow? Was that your problem, son?
Well, I don't know about lead paint, but I've listened to a lot of Led Zeppelin. Let me tell you something.
That wasn't, no, shut up. The only one of you that has any sense, no, none of you do. Not even the Mainer, and I generally like Mainer. I'm from New Hampshire.
Thank you.
That wasn't a compliment, and he storms out. You guys are in your garage, your makeshift barracks on Thule Air Force Base. Apparently, Firefly's being transferred today. You're not sure when.
Is Barge Hog rebuilding the All Striker?
Yeah, the All Striker's coming along. It's all basically put back all together. It has 1 less health than normal, so whatever. I think it's at 7 health.
It's at
normally
7,
has 8,
yes.
right? So you guys are still in your conference room. It's basically just an old storage room that you put a folding table in with some chairs. And Sparks sticks his head in. Hey, guys.
Oh, hello, Sparks.
Ah, Sparks.
Hey, Sparky.
So Major Wallace is pretty mad at us, huh?
That dude stays mad. I mean,
I didn't get that feeling.
What was your read on him, Lips?
That's how most people speak to me.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
Sparks says, well, so anyway, I got something you guys might want to look at.
is it porn?
No.
Damn it.
Also, I've looked at your browser history, and you know what? Moving on. I've been picking up some encrypted communication signals from nearby. There's an abandoned Inuit village a couple miles north of here. Nobody's supposed to be there, but somebody's sending encrypted radio burst traffic.
What kind of cryptids are they?
Yeah, are they like frog-like people or
One
like,
of them Mothmen.
Yeah.
No. Like encrypted, like coded. Not
Sparks.
Not Bigfoots.
Oh, so it's like a Mothman wearing a coat.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
All right.
A lab
Have you
coat.
been able to decrypt them yet?
No. You know, they're using a 64-bit cipher. I mean,
Did they tell you any tales?
I don't know what that
Tales.
means.
He said tales from Decrypt. Get it?
Ah, yes.
That's a good one. Oh, by the way, Spark, just to let you know, I just got a little bored, so I took a couple of Sudafed and drank a whole fifth of Jack Daniels.
Well,
I wondered where my cold medicine went. No. It's encrypted radio traffic. There shouldn't be anybody out there, and they shouldn't be using military-grade communication gear. I figured it sounds like Cobra to me, but you should probably investigate.
Is this where we say Yo Joe?
all right.
Usually.
Yo Joe!
Yoja.
But also, I think Firefly is moving out in a few hours, so
Yeah, that don't seem
Does
right.
he need help?
maybe.
Okay. Always help your neighbors, whether you hate them or not.
So you guys, so Sparks has identified the signal north of the base. It's encrypted. Firefly's being extradited, essentially, back to the U.S. You don't have time to do both as a group. Somebody's going to have to interrogate Firefly while the other people go investigate the signal, or you choose one or the other.
Interesting. I propose that Lizard Lips and Barge Hog check out the Inuit village in the All Striker. And Sparks, you and I can take care of Firefly.
Yeah, just give me a couple minutes. I'm going to wipe Bargehog's browser history, and then I'll...
That sounds fine to me. I like riding.
So Bargehog and Lizard Lips are going to get in the All Striker and head to the village, and Sparks will go with Heretic to interrogate Firefly.
Come on, Lips. Let's get an all striker. Hey, on the way there, let me tell you about this video I just watched the other day.
Can I listen to one of my tapes on the way there?
Well, it depends. What do you got on tape?
The Carpenters.
Oh my God.
It's just a tape of carpenters building,
Yeah.
building a barn. Hand me that 2x4, Gary. Oh, sure thing, Charles.
Just men being men.
Bargehog immediately removes that from the stereo and puts AC/DC in.
It's the middle of the day. Ideally, you want to get to the village by nightfall, so make a driving test to see if you can determine the shortest route there.
Okay, my driving is D4, so that's a D20 and a D4.
All you need is let's say a 13.
Can Lizard Lips help with this?
Sure, how's he helping?
Printed off from MapQuest directions to get there.
Yeah, you get an edge. So add another
And I've got a
D20.
Rand McNally Atlas.
So that's another D20.
I forgot to say I requisitioned that. The Rand McNally Atlas.
Awesome.
That's a 20.
Ooh.
What'd you get on the
We
other?
just teleport.
On the other one, I got a 19.
Holy cow.
Yeah, so you guys will definitely get there well before the sun sets. So you have
Yeah.
plenty of time to investigate and potentially get back. So Heretic and Sparks work their way through the various levels of security around the base detention center. So finally, he's in an interrogation room with his hands shackled to the table, like in any good cop drama.
Yeah.
And Sparks goes into the... Is there a name for those rooms that are always on the other side of the double-
Observation room?
Yeah, the observation room. Yeah, that's all the one-sided mirror or the cop mirror, the cop window. And so he's watching your interrogate. You go in, and Firefly looks up at you. Just looks like an ordinary guy.
So Heretic first enters the interrogation room, slowly walks up to the chair. He doesn't sit yet. He just kind of stands behind it. I would imagine you've had it pretty easy so far. And yet you don't seem to feel accommodating to any of the men who've been asking you questions. You're walking around like you've got can't-lose cards.
I was never very good at cards. I prefer checkers.
Why is that?
I just like saying king me. It's something you can say when you're depressing the button on a detonator. King me, and then the building goes up. King me, and then a family dies. King me, a coffee shop explodes, sending
All
shrapnel
right, I think
hundreds
I
of
got
yards.
it.
But let's talk about you, Heretic. If that is your real name.
Well, of course it's not, you moron.
Yeah, that's the joke. Are all Joes as unfunny?
No, I'm by far the unfunniest one.
Oh. Chuckles doesn't seem very funny anymore.
You have any ideas what happened to him?
Oh, yeah. I have lots. I mean, I could tell you exactly what happened to him.
Well, aside from the obvious repeated head trauma over years of service in the Joes.
Sure, I mean, that can't be good for you, right? But yeah, I can tell you exactly what happened to him. And I will for an agreement not to prosecute. Drop all charges. Wipe my record clean, as they say, and I'll tell you what happened to your beloved G.I. Joe if he hasn't killed himself yet. Has he killed himself? They usually do.
Chuckles is known to be a little bit more stubborn than most of the normal undercovers you meet.
Yeah,
on a daily
no.
basis.
Oh, I didn't mean most of them do and most of the Joes. I mean, most of the people that Siren affects do that.
How did you first get started with Siren?
Is my amnesty agreement here, or is it in the other room with the guy behind the glass? Because if neither is possible, then my compliance with your questions stops. I mean, if Mindbender were here, he'd love to tell you. That guy can't shut up about it. So, Austin may not know this, but Heretic would know that Mindbender is Dr. Mindbender.
Oh, okay.
Cobra's chief technology officer.
Okay, all right. That is something
he's
that
bald.
would be
Yeah.
worth knowing.
He has a monocle.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a mad scientist.
Yeah.
So he's Doctor Strange. Got it.
Mustache. No, Doctor Strange is a sorcerer.
Not the Marvel one.
Strange love. Yeah, so yeah, you know exactly what he means by
Yeah.
that.
So Heretic leans over the chair a bit.
He kisses him on the mouth.
Heretic,
Now what?
Heretic has a Let me take your request over to the higher ups and see if they'll approve of this deal.
So Lizard Lips and Barge are in the All Striker. Obviously, Barge is driving. Is Lizard Lips on the gun or is he in the passenger seat?
Passenger seat. I appreciate you being safe in the Arctic conditions, because there was one time back in Maine, young rider driving home had a bit of an accident on an icy road. A plus-size crazy woman captured him and broke his leg in two, she did. Gotta be careful on the icy roads. Yes, sir.
So as Lizard Lips is telling this story, a text message comes through on the G.I. Joe communicator.
I'll get it. Don't look at it, Barge. You're driving.
Safety.
Warning that Dr. Mindbender may be holed up in the Inuit village. It's unknown for sure yet.
Oh, just got a text from my friend Heretic.
Yeah, what's up with old Harry?
Well, this may be an autocorrect, but it says, watch out for Dr. Mungbanda.
That's not ringing any bells with me, man.
I believe it might be Mindbender.
Who's that?
He's a crazy bald man. He does things to your mind, often bends it.
Oh, is he kind of like a Doctor Strange kind of fella?
No, not at all. Doctor Strange is a magician in the Marvel Universe. We're Hasbro.
So the All Striker comes up on this dilapidated village. Clearly, it's been abandoned. Some of the houses have fallen in. There's snow on the roofs. The paint is peeling off. Obviously, this is the Arctic, so unfortunately, your All Striker is not an enclosed vehicle. The wind is cutting through you guys pretty good. So Barge is maneuvering the All Striker around the remains of the roads that are in the village. Each of you can make an alertness roll.
I got a D4 in alertness.
I don't have alertness, shockingly.
I think that's appropriate.
So I'm just rolling D20?
Yes.
Yeah, with a snag.
I got an 8.
That's a 5.
Lizard Lips is trying to look around, but Barge Hog is going on and on and on about some album released by some band you're only peripherally aware of.
All right, so like AC/DC is all born in Australia. Let me give you a rundown on the history of Australian rock bands.
There's
NXS, Men at Work, Midnight. You got your Midnight Oil. They were kind of hippie protest kind of band.
The All Striker comes around this, what looks like a dilapidated schoolhouse. In the windbreak created by the broken down building, there's clearly the remains of a campfire.
Is it fresh?
Yeah, it's still smoldering. There's some discarded food wrappers and...
Yeah, they're not keeping a clean campsite here. Keep an eye out for dung.
So in the shadow of a dilapidated house, like across the street from where Barge and Lizard Lips are, there's a Cobra Trooper just laying in darkness, adjusting his scope. He puts 2 fingers to his ear and says, "We have company, sir." And we'll cut back to Heretic and Sparks in the observation room. Sparks looks at Heretic and says, "So, I could type up a deal if you want to give him one."
We can't let that madman back out onto the streets of the Arctic.
Yeah. No, let him drive. He'll wreck eventually, a madman like that.
But maybe he might be more persuaded to tell us what he knows if he thinks he's the one in hot water. If we tell him that we've already got Dr. Mindbender in custody and that he's using Firefly as a patsy, Firefly may sing a different tune if he's trying to keep himself out of trouble.
Sparks nods and says, "Yeah, sure, it's better than my idea."
Which was?
Just let Barge Hog talk to him for like 7 or 8 hours.
That would be preferable, but Barge Hog is not here. And if we're going to give him and Lizard Lips any support, we need to get something out of Firefly. So Heretic slowly opens the door. Says, "Well, Firefly, I have some good news, and I have some bad news."
The Browns are getting a first-round draft pick.
They waste every one they get. It doesn't matter.
So I had our friends in the Air Force on the precipice of agreeing to your deal. But then something happened. You see, my friends, Barge Hog and Lizard Lips.
Now, see, the first code name I get, but the second one, that threw me.
Well, that's certainly what they did to Dr. Mindbender, because he's right upstairs.
That's impressive.
He's laying most of this at your feet. Siren, Summit Station, the Heart Base, all of it.
Dr. Mindbender is saying, "No, it is actually Firefly who's doing the mind bending. I was only flying fires, you see."
Well, this is G.I. Joe. We're not practicing in subtlety here.
Sure.
Okay, so clearly you're going to have to roll deception.
Ooh.
A familiar sound comes from Austin's lips.
So I rolled a 9.
So he looks worried for me. He says, you have Mindbender already?
That's what they tell me.
I want to call my attorney.
I see. We can't let you do that. You got to give me something
You're
to let you.
required by the laws of the United States government to let me do that.
I'm a Joe, Firefly.
I'm a Cobra. So I want a phone to call a lawyer.
Give me something, and you can have your call.
Tell you what, I make my phone call. I'll tell you the dosage of the medicine you need to keep Chuckles from putting a bullet in Chuckles.
Agreed.
So he holds up his hands, handcuffed. Can I use your phone?
Once you tell me.
I said after.
No one can give you a telecommunications device, which you've used as a detonator on many occasions,
What?
without you giving me something in return.
Let him use a smoke signal.
And I'm going to make a persuasion check here to try and persuade him that in order to give him something as necessary as a phone, he's got to give me something useful. So if he'll go ahead and give me the information on Chuckles,
Roll your persuasion.
I'm going to use my other story point here and roll as if specialized again.
Okay.
So it's a 12.
Fine. Look, it's pretty simple. You don't even have to give him any specific medication. You just need to give him something to make him sleep for 48 hours. The signal messes up whatever part of your brain goes to work when you're asleep. That's all I know how it works. So, Mr. Joe Officer, can I have my phone now? I mean, if you really don't trust me, it can be rotary.
Heretic stands back up from the table. As he walks to the door, Heretic looks back and says, I'll let the Air Force officers know you need a phone once you're on the plane, headed for prison.
Okay, that works out even better. And he winks at you.
Heretic kind of looks vaguely offended at that and turns around and leaves the room.
So back at the dilapidated village, the abandoned village, the Cobra trooper lying in wait is going to take a shot at either Barge Hog or Lizard Lips. I'm going to roll.
So Barge Hog is saying, and then you got your Australian soft rock bands, which were prominent in the 70s and 80s, like the Little River Band and Air Supply.
Lizard Lips, what is your toughness?
14.
He rolled an 18.
Well, he also suffers a snag against me because of Barge Hog's new trait. I'm within 30 feet of him.
He does.
Yep.
Ooh,
So he rolled an 11.
That doesn't work.
nice.
So
Good call.
just as he's
I do
pulling
a backflip
just as he's pulling the
just
trigger,
for practice.
the guy says, "Man, that's a big son of a." And you guys hear the crack of a rifle, and a bullet goes between you two and the all striker.
Oh, hello.
What do you do? I'm
Kill-
kidding. Roll initiative.
Yeah, we kill him.
Holy crap! He rolled a 24. That got critted.
Holy cow.
Oh, my God.
This guy's really good.
I got a 9.
I got a 12.
So the guy cusses, reloads, fires again. This time at Barge Hog.
Barge Hog's toughness is 21.
Well, his 9's not going to do it.
Oh.
So more rounds are slamming into the all striker.
The poor all striker.
You're clearly, you're taking fire from this broken down house 50, 60 yards away.
Something wrong with that house. It's shooting at us.
Yeah, it's Barge Hog's turn time.
All right, Lizard Lips, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to drive straight towards that house. If you don't mind to jump back there and fire at 70-millimeter rocket launcher at the house as I'm driving towards it.
Well, I normally don't like to use things that don't stab, but I'll make an exception in this case, my friend.
I'm going to shower down on it. Here we go. So would this be me using my driving?
Are you just trying to get closer to him?
Yeah. And also to intimidate him. Little chicken.
To get closer, that's just a move action. You don't have to roll.
Okay, cool.
If you want to try to intimidate him via driving,
He does donuts.
you can.
Peels
Roll
out.
your intimidation.
Okay, that's a D4. A 9.
That guy's dressed like an idiot. Why does he have his parka unbuttoned? It's 4 degrees.
He's got the sleeves ripped off of it.
So the all striker spins out, snow flies everywhere, flips around, shoots across the broken snowy ground of this old village, straight towards this concealed position. It is Lizard Lips' turn.
I'm going to open fire with the rocket launcher cannon thing.
Yeah, you're going to use an anti-vehicle weapon against just one poor man.
Yes.
Carry on. Targeting. Now, I think this will be downshift 1 because you're using a vehicle weapon against a human-sized target.
Okay.
But you also have plenty of chance to take aim.
That's true.
Okay. I aim.
Which is 1 upshift,
That's
right?
one up shift.
Yeah, which my targeting's a D2, so it just remains a
Yeah,
D2.
so it's just flat.
It's a 10, but I did crit on the D2.
So this rocket streaks out of the cannon, flies into this dilapidated house, which is dark. The flare on it, illuminating the interior, just skips off the top of this guy's helmet, goes out a hole, and explodes above.
Imagine.
This guy craps his pants. Just barely missed him. His evasion is 11.
Ah, rattlesnakes. The new cuss I just created.
It's a pretty G.I. Joe curse. That sounds accurate.
Yeah, it is snake based.
So you guys see this Cobra Trooper in the ruin of the building get up and just hightail it out the back, running across the snow out towards a different set of shacks. He was clearly intimidated by, the fact that somebody shot an anti-tank weapon at him.
Rocket bounced off his helmet.
He is running. Todd, it is Barge Hog's turn.
Well, what do you think, Lizard Lip? Should we chase him in the All Striker, or should I try to take him out with old cowboy from hell here?
This reminds me of a time back in Maine. There was quite a bit of a murderous caw back in those areas, too. This was a female, though.
I mean, the All Striker does have a ram on it. So.
Didn't we have a sword attached to the front? And didn't Sparks attach a sword?
Sparks never did that.
Oh, okay. Well, surely during the repair cycle,
Barge Hog would keep attaching swords, and Sparks would keep removing them.
can I lay on the hood with my sword outstretched?
Of course.
Thank you, Kyle. This is why I play games with you.
The answer is always yes for that sort of ridiculousness.
Oh, and by the way, Lizard Lips, in case you didn't know, I've decided to christen this here All Striker Lita Ford.
So, Todd, what are you doing? Are you going to try to ram him with the Lizard Lips sword?
Yes.
It's deadly. Old chickadee.
So basically, I'll let you use his damage if you hit him with the ram.
All right, what Barge Hog's going to do is he's going to shower down on that gas pedal. He's going to head right towards that fella and try to get him with a Lizard Lips sword.
Roll your driving skill.
All right, that's a D4.
God damn it.
A 12.
Oh.
This is a Cobra Trooper.
Oh, yeah, they're lame.
His evasion is 11.
Oh,
hey,
nice.
So, what's this look like, Todd?
Now, where is the sword?
I'm laying belly down on the hood with my sword outstretched in front of us.
So, Barge Hog hits the gas. They come driving up right behind the Cobra Trooper. He turns around and looks and screams as Barge Hog pulls a 360 in the All Striker, a.k.a. Lita Ford, allowing Lizard Lips' sword to just cut him in half, basically. Just like slides around.
Just to can opener.
That's even better than a stab.
To can opener it.
Yeah,
can
exactly.
opener it. I think that's the
He just
technical
falls apart in two pieces.
term. So the All Striker, then slams to a halt. Blood is still spraying out of the stump of legs before they fall over. You guys hear, "Oh my God!"
Quick, let's question the man.
Like 10, 15 yards away, there's another dilapidated shack, but there's a Cobra Trooper in camouflage. He stands up, "Oh God!" and he runs inside, slams the door.
Hold on, let me get back on the hood.
Oh, man, Lizard Lips, that was metal as fuck.
Yeah, sir.
So you guys can both roll your alertness.
7.
15.
So there's clearly guys inside this building.
Barge Hog, there's clearly guys inside that building.
It is technically
I didn't notice him.
Technically Lizard Lips' turn. Oh, you guys can both have a story point for that murder.
Yay.
Working together as bodies.
It's a chant.
A little cameo for Jam.
Hey, everybody.
Jam returns.
I'm from the future.
Cham is the only time traveler that would be completely useless. Cham! What,
Good job, y'all. Go ahead, back to the future.
Cham, what can you tell us about the future?
It's nice.
Yeah, exactly.
He just travels throughout all of time and history, just telling everyone they did a good job.
Good job, bodies. Yes.
Little did they know Wayland Yutani was a 2,000-year evolution of Cobra.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Hey, we are kind of creating a multiverse here. So.
There's guys in that building.
Yeah,
That's all we know.
Yeah.
How far away is the building from us?
20 yards. So 2 first downs.
How many feet is that?
like 60 feet, I think. It's like, what, 3 feet to a yard?
I'm not thinking about math right now. I come here to have fun, not to think.
I don't know.
63.
63.
That's fast
Well,
math,
we're
Austin.
gonna have to take a leader forward
Yep.
to get there.
I'm not walking 60 feet in these
Well,
conditions.
my movement is 35 feet.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, and the all strikers move is 60 feet.
God bless America.
So you're going to wait for the all striker to get closer.
We're still in the all striker.
You are
right?
in it, yeah.
Okay. Over there, towards that shack. Let's drive that way. Kill some more men. Let's leave one alive. We'll torture him. Get some info.
Yeah. So there's windows on the front of this shack. They open up. Got rifle barrels stick out, and they are shooting at you.
Okay.
Oh, I got to roll a disadvantage. Hold on. 7?
My evasion is a 19.
Oh. Well, this one's shooting at Todd, so he doesn't have to roll a disadvantage. 18, really good roll. Not good enough to get past your toughness. So, weapons open fire on you. The bullets are whizzing past your head, bouncing off the all
Says
striker.
lizard lips.
It's Barjog's turn.
It's got a ram on it, so we're just gonna
does.
drive straight into the building.
Okay, let me get back in the back then.
You might want to hang on there, lizard lips.
Okay, thank you.
I'll tell you what. You're going to drive through a building. Driving test, target number 20.
Ooh, wow.
Okay.
Can I help?
It better be good.
Okay, so instead of getting in the back,
Sure.
like I said, can I remain on the hood and do a Mad Max Fury Road thing where I blow gasoline into the air blowers? Is that what are those things called? The air blower things?
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
But yes,
Okay, thank you, Kyle.
Blowing gas into the intake.
Yeah, intake. Yes.
you can. There will be consequences. Are you prepared to accept them?
I mean, is it like am I going to get lung cancer or something?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll just go down to Cuba. They got a cure down there.
Well, reduce your health by 1. Take a story point.
Permanently?
No,
Oh, okay.
you just take 1 damage.
Well, can't I roll like something to see how
You
good I
can
am
roll
at siphoning?
Yeah, roll a kit. Oh, yeah. What skill do you want to use?
I'm going to use my Streetwise, which I don't have any skills in, but that
well,
would be
you
something.
could use Streetwise or Culture, because Culture being Lizard Lips has seen Fury Road.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You can use whichever one you want.
I don't have anything in either one, so I'm rolling a disadvantage on either.
Oh, well, I mean, one is more criminal background. The other is Lizard Lips is seen movies.
Yeah, I'm going to use Culture. I mean, I've got disadvantage on both of them, so
Yeah.
or a snag on both of them. So.
Right. You get a story point regardless,
Oh, nice.
because it's phenomenal.
Okay. Got an 8.
You just needed a 5.
Oh, fucking
So-
A!
So, Todd, you get an edge. So that means 2d20s plus whatever your driving is.
Okay, my driving is a D4. Can I spend a story point and roll as if specialized?
Well, of course.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. As we're heading towards the house, Barge changes the music to Black Betty by Ram Jam.
You know, before we started recording this episode, I thought, no, this one won't have as much crazy stuff in it as the other ones. It'll be kind of a low-key episode. That was stupid. So hold on, first, Corey, describe what this looks like. And then Todd can take over.
Okay.
Lizard Lips being very good at acrobatics. He doesn't just lay down on the hood like they do in Fury Road.
Sure.
He does a handstand on the hood to siphon and blow the gas. That's how he keeps it out of his lungs.
Sure,
Yeah,
while
because-
being shot at.
Because the lungs are up.
Yes, gravity. That's how that works.
Science.
If there's one thing Mainers know, Austin, it's science.
Okay.
That's just gravity. Yes, sir. So yeah, I blast it in and then give like a little flip of my toe towards which we've been together long enough.
Sure.
He knows that means
He knows the
ram the,
signal.
house.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the ram the house toe signal.
Yep. Nope. I see the toe. 10-4, good buddy.
It's roast beef.
Not the first Little Piggies reference on this fucking show.
All right. So now
Driving.
I rolled a 20 altogether. That's a 14 on the D20 and a 6 on the D6. So that's
damn.
That's
That's
a
a
crit.
crit.
Yeah.
So originally I was going to say if you hit this that you would take out both the guys in the window. Now you're going to take out everybody in the building.
and somehow Firefly dies.
He just drops dead.
The end.
Has a massive heart attack. So the all striker revs, barrels towards the house. We get this view from inside. This Cobra Trooper looks back, and there's just terror in his eyes. they're coming in, and it just slams into the front of the house. 2 Cobra troopers go into the wheel. There's a Televiper and another trooper in the back, huddled over all this specialized gear. The All-Striker goes through that. Goes through those
Lizard
guys.
Lips hand springs off
Yeah.
before the building, by the way.
Yeah.
There's torsos flying past Barge. Bits of building, specialized equipment, just blood, fuel, snow. He comes out the other side, and there's this moment of quiet, and then the creaking of wood, and the roof just collapses onto any survivors.
Well, we better question these men.
I don't think they're in the mood for answering, if you know what I mean, Lizard.
There's a snap, and a fire breaks out.
Yep, pretty sure we're not going to be able to ask these fellas nothing.
A trio of grenades go off inside.
Well, better do it from a distance. Does anybody in there know where Dr. Mondbasket is?
I'm burning! I'm burning!
Oh, wait.
He voted for Bernie?
Hold on. Barchog gets his guitar out, straps it on, and hands his phone to Lizard Lips. Go, hey man, film me in front of this kick-ass fucking fire, man. I'm gonna use this in a video.
Okay, which button do I push?
So Lizard Lips is taking photographs of Barge Hog.
It turned around the wrong way. Sure. It's just selfie.
And in the
Barchog is
distance,
shredding.
in the distance behind Lizard Lips, the sun is setting, and we see this black dot on the horizon. And over the sun, this rattler getting closer.
Goddamn rattlers.
And inside, there's a Stratoviper pilot, Chris Riley. And he's picking up the transmissions from all the from the equipment still in the village, and you see he's looking at like this remote drone image of the 2 Joes, and he just says, "Idiots."
Chris Riley, Patreon subscriber. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Thanks,
But
Chris.
we cut back to Thule Air Base inside the observation room with Sparks and Heretic.
You better do something really cool, Austin, because a precedent has been set with this episode.
Well, I feel at somewhat of a disadvantage.
Well, you don't have an all-striker.
I do not.
Heretic walks in. Sparks gives him 2 thumbs up. Says, "Hey, good job. I think that's going to work." And he didn't give him a phone.
He didn't give us a lot to go on, but at least we have something to fight the effects of what he calls the siren signal.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but I'll get a message on the dock, and maybe if they knock Chuckles out for 48 hours, we'll see, right? So the door opens. Major Wallace sticks his head in. "Are you done with the prisoner? Can we move him now, Joe?"
Oh, I didn't realize we were holding you up, Major.
"I'll take that as a yes," and he slams the door to the observation room.
He's kind of bitchy. Take that as a yes.
and you see him and 2 Air Force security officers go into the holding cell, and Sparks says, "So we don't really have Mindbender, right? That was just a con, right?"
What do you think, Sparks?
"Yes, con."
Yes.
And there's something happening on the other side of the observation room. You're not. It's like in your peripheral, and you and Sparks are talking about something else, and finally you hear, "Hey," come through. Hey, Heretic, don't worry. The Major's gonna let me use his phone. And you turn, and Firefly has a cell phone in his hand. He says, "You were right not to trust me, but now you can king me." And your world erupts in fire. And we'll end there.
Cool. All right. So through the flames, somebody hears Heretic on a communicator saying, "Someone get me a sniper rifle and a shitload of Ambien."
Hold on. Where are the blank character sheets for Austin?
yeah, good call.
Ooh, that was fun.
Yeah. I like where this is going.
Yeah, we're going to... so there's only 19 more episodes planned for this.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, this is the 3rd arc of this, Kyle? Is that
Yeah,
correct?
this is called The Siren Sings.
Okay, what was the last one called again?
Yeah, it was called Nest of Vipers.
Ooh, that was apt.
Yes. It's like I planned it.
I tell you what, old Lita Ford sure kissed him deadly.
Well, first off, thank you to our sponsor, Barrel and Bond.
Thank you.
I've always said Barrel and Bond is the finest place to drink bourbon.
Yes.
At 100 Broadway in Paducah, Kentucky.
They're delicious.
At specifically that location, it's the best place to drink bourbon.
They've got the brownest bourbon in Kentucky.
Yeah. Now, if you go to a different place, I can't vouch for that.
Yeah, don't go to Bubbles and Baskets.
No, they will not give you bourbon, and they will escort you out.
Yeah. Definitely one of the most alliterative bars in town. And thank you again to our Patreon subscribers. Chris Riley, thank you. You were featured tonight as a pilot that said a thing.
Adam Wallace, you betrayed us, I think.
Well, Adam in real life
Is a traitor.
often loans people his phone.
So
That's what he's known. People are like, see Adam coming. They're like, oh, there's old phone Lyndon Wallace.
Yeah, so Chris Riley has, as the Shadow Viper pilot, has been in a number of G.I. Joe episodes so far. Like, he's become an unintentional nemesis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's the same pilot.
He is a punk motherfucker because he's been in every arc.
Well, he got shot by Heretic last in Nest of Vipers.
Oh, yeah.
And he was in Noah's Ark.
He was in Noah's Ark. He was
All the arcs.
he was the second Chris.
Yes.
So yeah. Actually, Adam Wallace and Chris Riley probably the two most featured Patreon people so far.
Well, in this arc, for sure.
Habmeyer was an assassin.
Yeah, so if you'd like to be featured as a character in this shit, go to our Patreon page. That's patreon.com/bastardquest. And please follow us on the social medias.
If you leave a review, I will have your character kill one of them.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Please don't leave any reviews.
You tell me which one you want to die. And I don't mean the characters.
Oh, my God. All right, well, let's wrap this up.
Okay, I'm Kyle.
Todd.
Corey.
Austin.
Everybody loves judo, but did you know there are judos and judon'ts? For example, using your skills to slice an evildoer in half while you're riding on the hood of a dune buggy, that there's a judo. Loaning out your cell phone to a stranger? Buddy, that's a judon't. Lizard Lips here, and now you know. No one's half the battle.